Coast Guard Education, Training, and Doctrine Command is the primary unit of the Philippine Coast Guard, responsible to provide basic, advanced, and strategic courses that will equip Coast Guardians to effectively perform the PCG core functions and pursue a progressive Coast Guard career. The CGTDC development framework serves as the foundation for delivering CGTDC's mandated functions and achieving the organization's goal of delivery of quality education, quality training, and quality doctrine. The CGTDC development framework is founded on the core values of CGTDC, which are the 3 C's required of public service: competence, which is attained through education and training; capability, which is attained through skills and experiences, but both of which will be meaningless without character, which is who we are and what we do when no one is looking at us, and consistent with who we are and what we do when people are looking at us. Established on the 3 C's of public service are the 3 pillars to support its vision of the delivery of quality education, quality training, and quality doctrine. These 3 pillars are the pillars for institutional development, individual development, and infrastructure development. CGTDC was the very first command outside national headquarters to be certified as compliant to the ISO QMS 9001-2015 standards and has recently passed its first surveillance audit. Thus, CGTDC vision now reads: by 2028, CGTDC shall maintain an international standard for an education, training, and doctrine development institution that produces Coast Guardians with competence, capability, and character worthy of public trust. The owl and the owl at the helm was institutionalized as the CGTDC icon and that of the commander CGTDC, as it is a reminder and challenge for the owl and for everyone at CGTDC to be an outstanding, wise leader. Kuwago has been institutionalized at its stands for kakayahang ukol, wastong asal, galing ng organisasyon or competence, character, capability of the organization. The challenge coin has been institutionalized as it represents CGTDC as an institution and not the CGTDC commander. The Daily Huddle and the Daily Huddle Journal is done to sustain the team spirit and cooperation of each office or unit, as well as recognize God in their work environment. The Daily Leadership Nuggets serves as a continuing leadership education not just for the CGTDC but for other commands as well. Systems were developed. Foremost was the CGTDC Paperless Portal System or CPP, which not only increased work efficiency, but most of all, safer from the spread of virus. Other systems developed were the CGTDC Course Management System or CCMS, which aims to improve the system documentation of Coast Guard schools and improve the record management of the respective registrar, the technical team, and most recently, the OWL Book or Office Working Logbook and Queuing System. The above innovations and initiatives were implemented along with the direction of CGTDC to focus on the delivery of basic, advanced, and strategic courses which were recalibrated to align with the vision and core values. Basic, advanced, and strategic courses under the Coast Guard Officer School and Coast Guard Non-Officer School were simplified and updated. Other courses developed which were under Coast Guard School for Special Maritime Affairs are the following. The publication of the Maharlikans, which is an alumni registry for the Coast Guard Officer School graduates from its first batch in 2001 until 2021, and the Drills, Ceremonies, and Protocols Handbook, among others. LED talks or leader epitomizing distinction talks, where a flag officer is invited at the CGTDC to deliver inspirational messages to CGTDC personnel on what led him or her to achieve and accomplish where he or she is now. As a continuing activity, It is a platform for flag ranks to share their stories and encourage other Coast Guardians to excel in the performance of their respective duties. Equally important is the development of the individual. During the CGTDC 2022 New Year's call, the commander CGTDC wished the CGTDC family a year filled with joy. This joy can only be attained through J, joint partnerships, O, outstanding performance, and Y, yearning progress. Inasmuch as CGTDC needs to capacitate its personnel and the PCG as a whole, joint partnership with education and training institutions were established and are being pursued. The Philippine Military Academy to benefit our candidate Coast Guard officers with ongoing negotiations with the Philippine National Police Academy and the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific. Joint partnership with the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy with 20 Coast Guard Lieutenant junior grades for the Master in Maritime Education and Training, as well as another 20 Coast Guard Lieutenant Commanders are on the same program. Joint partnership with the Graduate School and the College of Education of the Bulacan State University for the continuing professional teacher education with 37 Coast Guardians, completing 18 units of professional education units, and will soon be reviewing for the licensure examination for teachers, while another 31 Coast Guardians are on their first 9 professional education units. Seminars on upgrading the efficiency of PCG trainers are likewise regularly conducted. Joint partnership with the Ateneo School of Government for scholarships to the Masters in Public Management customized for the Philippine Coast Guard for 20 Coast Guard Commanders. Joint partnership with the National Maritime Polytechnic where since last year, a total of 10 batches for IMO Model Course 6.09 and 9 batches of IMO Model Course 3.12 were conducted, benefiting a total of 204 personnel. Regular conduct of other courses included gender sensitivity training for seafarers, the prevention of alcohol and drug abuse in the maritime sector, and the STD/HIV/AIDS prevention in the maritime sector. Joint partnership with Lead Academy for the conduct of transformational leadership courses integrated in the courses offered at CGTDC, as well as for the CGTDC officers and non-officers. Initial talks for cooperation with other academic institutions are also underway. CGTDC opened opportunities for the conduct of upgrading the teaching proficiency and efficiency of the PCG trainers, which to date has benefited 180 CGTDC personnel as conducted by professors from the College of Education Department of the Bulacan State University. Other instructors' trainings were availed of from the Naval Education, Training and Doctrine Command, and from the Armed Forces of the Philippines Corps of Professors. The I Love PCG, People, Country, God, a 3-day course was developed in support of the PCG's thrust of developing Coast Guardians who are patriotic, compassionate, and God-fearing. It hopes to instill in the heart of the Coast Guardians the love for people, the love for country, and the love for God. Saving lives becomes easier if anchored on love for people. Protecting the marine environment becomes meaningful if anchored on love for country. And coast guarding and public service will be filled with integrity if anchored on the love for God. There are many more visible and recognizable accomplishments to include infrastructure developments which were accomplished through initiatives and simple innovation. These include renovations for decent office spaces for the following: Chief of Training Staff, Human Resource Management and Records, Intelligence, Security, and Law Enforcement, Operations, plans and programs. Community Relations Service. Weapons, Communications, Electronics and Information System. Professional Development and Enhancement. The Command Master Chief Petty Officer. The Office of Legal Officer. And the Office of the Quality Management Officer. Respective personnel have expressed their thanks for finally having their own decent workspaces and environment. The following recognizable infrastructure development through initiatives were also accomplished. Renovation of the facade and lobby of headquarters CGTDC. Renovation of the CGTDC Ceremonial Hall. Office of the Commander CGTDC. Office of the Deputy Commander CGTDC. Repair and rehabilitation of the CGTDC firing range. Renovation of the OLB, which includes the non-officers' cafeteria. Renovation of the officers' wardroom. And the establishment of the water refilling station. Projects lined up are the renovation of the old library as a lecture hall or mini auditorium. And the construction of a covered function hall. In spite of the numerous initiatives and innovations geared towards institutional development, individual development, and infrastructure development, we at CGTDC takes pride that the greatest accomplishments are those not seen by the naked eye. While CGTDC have been focusing on the development of the head and mind, along with it is the development of the heart. Competence and capability would be meaningless without character. The owl at the helm is perched on top of CGTDC, orchestrating the direction, development, and discipline of the organization. Thus, the following are felt at CGTDC: trust, which empowers each and every personnel; transparency, which encourages everyone to give their best; and team spirit, which energizes everyone to accomplish more. Tunay na ang galing ng CGTDC ay galing ng PCG.